Okay, so this little chicken house was our very first chicken house. It was the very first little building that Nate actually built from scratch for me. And I'll take you inside it. You can see it fell apart. It's been, I guess he's built it like 7 or 8 years ago now. It's got little fold down windows on both sides, I'll show you, and it has a door on both sides. This is the inside. It's a box I just put in this year. Here's a splinter cell of chickens that have decided they want to live out here and not in the main group. So it has a window on both, or 2 windows on both sides. That one's shut right now. And then this door. So with the doors on both sides, that gave us the option to have the chicken yard. It did not originally sit here. We moved it down here it was on skids. All of our buildings are on skids so they can be moved around. This one we moved down here. It has a door on both sides, which gave us the option to put a chicken yard on the other side, so you could come through this door and walk around to the, anyway, you can come through this door to gather your eggs and not have to actually go through the chicken yard or get your feet nasty. So that was a nice option. It was also floored and had the ability to shut the windows, which kept the coons from getting into the chickens. We had a gutter on it, which was a rain catchment system at one point. So anyway, this was the original first chicken house. So I showed you our original chicken house, and this is the spot it originally sat in. It sat going down this direction for a while. It sat coming toward us for a while, and then version 3.0 it actually sat in the same direction, but we opened up a hole in the fence to let the chickens go out into the main field. So that was version 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 with the same chicken house. So I'll show you another option that we used at another point for several different things. So this thing we jokingly call the Quonset hut, and I'll get closer so you can see how it's made. It was put together with well, landscape timbers or 2x lumber as a bottom frame, and it is made of stock panels. A hook that I can unlatch. There we go. So it's made out of 2 cattle panels arched, and then gone over with whatever chicken wire we happen to have laying around and covered with a tarp. So this thing's 8x8, and it has literally been used for everything under the sun. We raised, after some chicks came out of the brooder, we raised a full set of chicks in here. I raised 2 sets of meat chickens in here. It's a chicken tractor essentially. There's you can see a hand truck in the back. We can move it around pretty easy. And we've had baby goats in here. We've had pups in here. It's been very multi-purpose, this little deal. Honestly, I wouldn't care to have another one or 2. It's always handy. So that is version 4.0. Now I'll show you what we do now. I will add too that this last year actually had a roll of electrified poultry netting around it. So this is definitely not predator proof. The original chicken house we had was predator proof because it was floored. It had closing windows and closing doors. So we didn't lose any chickens when they were housed in that one. We haven't lost any chickens in this one when it's behind poultry netting, or the electrified poultry netting. Now I'll show you what we're using now. So this is version 5.0, and I'll go in here and show you. And obviously this is very loosey-goosey, not at all enclosed. Any kind of predator could walk up and just go right through it. These 2 beauties right here are what keep that from happening. they are the only reason that I can get away with this. So basically they have 2 big roost areas and their nesting area is back here. Their feeders are in here. So this is the system we use now. I have found that any farm animal can tolerate cold. They cannot tolerate wet and cold. So we do not lose chickens for bad weather purposes. And we don't lose chickens now for predators. So this system works for us. This system will not work for everybody, but it works for us. So this is version 5.0 and hopefully the last version.